Spooderman does whatever a spooder can. Oh, wait, welcome to another episode of QuickCompare, the show where we take a multi-platform game, choose two platforms, and try to decide which version is better. And today we are looking at the early 2000s release of SpiderMan. There have been tons of Spider-Man games that came out before this, but this was the first one, in my recollection, that actually brought the franchise into 3D. And while yes, there have been many Spider-Man games to follow, and let's be honest, most of them are way better, there is still so much to enjoy about this very first Spider-Man game. Now, this game released back in September 2000 on the Sony PlayStation, and it was developed by Neversoft, and that was actually kind of cool to me because at the time, Neversoft was, of course, known for Tony Hawk, so I loved seeing them do another game. That port was followed by an N64 release, and then finally a Dreamcast release 8 months later in 2001. Now, as far as version differences between the PS1 and Dreamcast go, there really aren't a whole lot. This is a pretty one-for-one conversion here. What you see is what you get across both consoles for the most part. Now, there are a couple of cosmetic changes in the Dreamcast version. The menu has different items. Instead of it saying record, it says high scores. And then, of course, the biggest cosmetic change just comes down to how the game looks. The PS1 version of the game runs at 240p, while the Dreamcast runs at 480p, and uses much higher resolution assets. The thing I always found interesting is that these higher resolution assets are actually used in the FMV sequences. These are pre-rendered cutscenes. When Treyarch ported the game, they went through and used the higher polygon models for the cutscenes, and it definitely shows. Now, the cutscenes in this game are crap across both versions. They're very low res, and they don't look that good to me, but it's interesting that the time was taken to go through and actually fix them up for the Dreamcast release. Outside of the graphical changes, there really isn't that much different about this version of Spider-Man on PS1 and Dreamcast. The only other real difference is in the cheat codes. The game features cheat codes across PlayStation and Dreamcast, but the codes are different. Both games still have the same amount of codes, they just have different activators. It's pretty interesting, to be honest, and I gotta say, I have always loved how this game censors cuss words. It's hilarious to me. Another little minor difference comes in controls. On the PlayStation 1 version, you have controls mapped to every single button, whereas on Dreamcast, to use WebZip, you have to do a combination to do it. Very minor thing, and once you get used to it, it's pretty much no different, but just something worth noting. As far as audio goes, both games are using CD-based audio, so the soundtrack and voice work sounds really good across both of them. I will say that the Dreamcast version sounds higher quality ever so slightly to me in certain instances.
It's a new millennium. Lots of high-tech. There may be some way we can get you out of that suit.
You put me in this suit. Now I'm going to make you pay.
The last difference worth noting comes down to load times. The PlayStation 1 version does load a bit slower than Dreamcast. It is pretty noticeable if you put them side by side. If you're playing the PlayStation version, you won't really notice a whole lot, but when they're side by side, you can tell that the Dreamcast does, yes, load faster. Which, in and of itself, isn't that surprising. Outside of these minute differences, though, the games, again, are pretty much identical. They have all the same content, same levels, same chapters, same unlockables, same collectibles. Everything is exactly the same between them, so no matter where you play it, you're getting a pretty good experience. That all being said, the Dreamcast version does come with one major caveat, and that is price. It is extremely expensive now. You're looking at a minimum of around $50 to pick this game up on Dreamcast versus $20 on PS1. And of course, that all can vary on condition, completeness, and things like that, but it is a hefty premium compared to the PS1 version, considering it is practically the same game, and when you're playing it on a CRT, it looks pretty dang good across both of them. Well, aside from Black Cat, because, I mean, that's just frickin' nightmare fuel. Yeah. Anyway, but the time has come to decide our winner, and honestly, I have to give it to Dreamcast just because it is the better version of the game, but it does have that unfortunate price point. So if you really, really want to play this game and price is of no concern to you, Dreamcast all the way. Very good copy of the game. If you just want to enjoy it, don't want to have to worry about that, definitely grab the PS1 version. It's still the same game, it just doesn't look as good. I mean, you get to decide if that's worth it to you. But that's pretty much going to cover it for today. So as always, thank you so much for watching this episode of QuickCompare. I hope that it has provided some enlightenment for you. Sorry, this one wasn't that interesting. It's pretty much the same game. But I appreciate you watching all the same. So as always, if you happen to like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button so you can see more content just like this. And if you'd like to further help support the channel, you can always check out that join button here on YouTube. or check out the Patreon link in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. As always, I'm just grateful for your consideration, and for all of my champions who have already done so, thank you so incredibly much. You're really helping keep this going, and I can never express enough gratitude to you for that, so thank you so much. But that's enough out of me, so for now, go ahead and enjoy this side-by-side of Spider-Man running on PlayStation 1 and Sega Dreamcast. I made sure to include a good spread of the game. This game isn't very long, so in recording this quick compare, I actually made it over 75% of the way through the game. So I gave you guys a nice little selection of levels here, just to give you a real sampling of what this game looks like across both systems. So enjoy.
Another one taken down by your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Technology is the light that will cut through the darkness. When humanity conforms to a single truth, a truth based in technological progress and scientific method, we will be unstoppable. I, Dr. Otto Octavius, vow as a scientist and businessman that my duties to humankind will be fulfilled. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, nice words, Octavius. If these executives knew you the way I do, I wonder if they'd be so quick to applaud.
Just keep shooting, Eddie. When J. Jonah Jameson sees these photos, my career is gonna be right back on track.
Checkpoint 1, where's your 20?
Just backstage? College.
Who dares? Face me, coward! Face a worthy foe. Spider-Man?
Last time I checked, I was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? What's he doing?
Gotta get into my costume and take out this imposter. I can't get free of this crowd.
You can't get a shot. Jameson would pay any price to get this kind of dirt on Spider-Man. Move!
That was Eddie Brock.
Who the? He looked familiar, but whatever. Stay focused, bro. He's stealing Octavius's device. Oh no! He sees me. My camera! No! Ah, it's over. It's all over. I blew it again. Oh, I can hear Jameson's voice already.
Brock, you loser! If I had given a real photographer that job, I would finally have the evidence to send Spider-Man away forever! You're through, Brock! When I am done with you, you won't be able to get a job taking wedding pictures in Siberia!
I tried to fight it. I can't fight him anymore!
Again, innocence falls prey to the evil of Spider-Man. Rest easy, Brock. Venom is here. And if it's the last thing we ever do, Jameson and the insect are gonna pay.
Phase 1 completed. Let us begin Phase 2.
Yeah. It's begin.
Welcome, true believers and newcomers alike. SpiderMan co-creator Stan Lee here. Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling action.
Hey, Spider!
Hey, Black Cat, what's going on?
I know there's been some trouble, but the bank's being robbed, and they've got hostages. Use your Spidey compass to get to the bank quickly.
Thanks, Cat.
Hey, Spider-Man, come over here. When a building is close enough, you can swing to it. Press the jump button and then press and hold the R2 button while in the air to swing.
What's up, Cat?
Spidey! That's a web cartridge. You can carry up to 10 of them.
Spider sense tingling. Something's going on here. Whoa, police choppers.
Eagle 1 to tower, 1033 in progress. En route to bank.
Roger, Eagle 1. Keep your eye out for Spider-Man.
If Halloween Boy shows up, he's one dead buck.
New York City Police Department. Cease and desist at once. Take down your arms and prepare to...
These guys are serious.
I can't believe they shot down those police choppers.
Yeah, just my luck. I'll probably get blamed for that, too. Is that the bank ahead?
Yes, but be careful, Spider. I saw the chopper dropping off armed robbers on top of the bank.
Thanks for the heads up, Cat. If I jump forward and then swing, I'll be able to reach the next building. When I'm hurt, these will help restore my health. I bet I can get into the bank through the top of this building. Cat was right. It's the Jade Syndicate. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Listen, Gargan, it's a new millennium. Lots of high-tech. There may be some way we can get you out of that suit.
You put me in this suit. Now I'm going to make you pay.
Get over it, Gargan.
You ruined my life, so now I'll end yours.
Leave him alone, Chuckles.
Butt out, webhead. Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
Yeah, how'd that feel?
Spider-Man!
How'd that feel?
Where are you? Stop it, Gargan!
Oh, you want some more?
I'm out of here.
Where you hiding?
More where that came from.
Where you hiding?
Oh, you want some more? More where that came from.
I don't know what you're trying to pull by saving my life, but it won't work.
Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ.
There he is, officers! The man behind the Science Expo heist! Shoot him now! Shoot him!
JJ, you are out of the wheel. I mean it this time.
Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure.
Daredevil, I haven't got time to explain.
Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying.
How am I supposed to know you're the real Daredevil?
What?
Listen, it's true. A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest catch me, it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming fast.
That's it? You believe me?
I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying.
But how?
Let's just say you've got your superpowers, and I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
Since when have I had any? Uh-oh.
Where is he? Ah, negative on shot. Taking the shot, Base. He moves too fast. Taking the shot, Base.
Don't stop now, Spidey. Don't stop now, Spidey. I'm innocent! Won't let up! Jean was right. I should have stayed home today. Whoa! Nowhere to go but up. Enough with the shooting already!
Where'd he go? Taking the shot. He moved. Lost him, base.
How tall is this thing? Looks like that crate's the only way out. Monsters infest sewers. Yeah, right. Gotta keep ahead of these guys.
Over here! Aim yourself up!
Keep moving, keep moving. Hey, you gonna pay for that tower? Uh-oh, spider sense tingling. One more step, it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Black Cat? Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
Venom's ugly face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics? Look, Times Square's on the way to Omnitech. Let's find out what Venom's up to, and then we'll tackle Rhino. We're too late. That makes 2 major technology heists in 2 days.
That leaves one question. Where's Rhino?
Cat!
Well, if it ain't Bug Boy!
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, Spidey fans, Black Cat is out. Rhino's looking to take Spidey down as well. Got a one-track mind.
Look out for that wall.